see someone publicly shaming someone else on social media? Do you shake your head in disgust and move on? Or do you think, oh no, she didn't? Grab some popcorn and continue reading the 98 comments and counting. You know, as more and more people are resorting to online communications because of all of this social distancing, we're actually seeing an uptick in social media cruelty. When you don't have the normal means to vent and blow off steam, how do you stop yourself from getting sucked into the vortex of meanness? All right, on this episode of Coffee and Conversations about Nurse Bullying, we're going to talk about how to avoid getting sucked in to the vortex of social media cruelty. Hi, I'm Dr. Renee Thompson, the CEO and founder of the Healthy Workforce Institute. Welcome to Coffee and Conversations about Nurse Bullying. You know, social media and virtual platforms like Zoom and WebEx have become really popular forums for bad behavior. I guess you can say that we have COVID-19 to thank for that. Further exacerbating the problem, you know, we see these tweets and Facebook posts are permanent, often made without reflection and easily misinterpreted. It's easy to see why. I mean, they have the benefit of anonymity, lack of face-to-face confrontation. I mean, on Zoom, people can use the chat box and then zing their targets. And there is this widespread, instantaneous impact. Social media cruelty via online platforms is just like traditional bullying and incivility in the workplace, but it involves an electronic device and online communications. So some of these attacks you might see out there include jokes about ethnicity, religion, sexual orientation, or any other topic that would make any other individual uncomfortable. What about public shaming via a social media or web-based platform? Sharing embarrassing, offensive, or manipulated images or videos of an individual. What about, I think very common, spreading lies and gossip? You know, these social networking sites are a common way people become victims of another person's character bashing. Again, it may be easy to see how this happens. We're now forced to forego our usual get-togethers after work, where we would normally maybe vent or unload after a rough day or week at work. Now those get-togethers happen online, oftentimes on social media. It's tempting to use social media, a platform, or a Zoom chat box to zing a coworker, your boss, or your organization, but be warned. Like the sirens in Greek mythology who lured nearby sailors through music to their ultimate death, social media cruelty can derail your career as a nurse, damage relationships, and truly, it's just cruel. So here are just a few tips to protect yourself from these social media sirens. First of all, do not post on your social media site while you're at work. Even on your phone, okay? Did you know that everything you post on social media is discoverable in a court of law? Yep. Nurses have lost their jobs and a few their license because their patient, let's just say, either died or deteriorated to the point of harm. Lawyers were able to pull the social media posts, making a case that the nurse wasn't paying attention to their patient because they were spending all their time on social media while at work. Oh, and you can't use, well, I was on a break as an excuse unless you actually swipe out for your breaks. Second, don't post anything about your coworkers. Please don't post anything about your coworkers on social media. They're not the right place to lash out at anyone, let alone the people you work with. It's inappropriate, unprofessional, and a passive-aggressive way to deal with conflict. I mean, I once knew of a situation where two nurses had a cat fight on Facebook. It was so ugly, and they were both terminated. Third, don't post anything about your organization. I I can't tell you how many times I've read negative comments from people about their employer. I get a little knot in my stomach every time I read them. Even something as seemingly innocent as, I dread going into work tonight, this place sucks, okay? It's just not right as a professional. Think of it this way. Would you want your boss or patients to read your comments? If not, don't do it. Social media cruelty is just another virus that infects our society. I mean, the key is to use social media and web-based platforms the way they were intended, to connect with others, to share, to inspire, and to learn. So let's please all agree to be mindful of what we write and say behind the screen. Someone is always on the other end reading this. That someone could be the most important person in your life. So have you ever been in a situation where someone treated you with cruelty on an online platform? If so, please write that in the comments below. I would love to know what you're experiencing. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and share this with others. And if you really want to learn more about how you can address bullying and incivility in your department, go to my website, healthyworkforceinstitute.com, for more resources. All right, until our next conversation, be kind, take care, and stay connected.